Okay, my name is Steve Rogers. I'm the Service and Parts Director here at Norman and Chrysler Jeep, and my responsibilities are to oversee our service department, whereas that's where we do the automotive repairs, and our parts department, that's where we obviously sell the parts both to the dealership here and to outside body shops and repair facilities. And then we have a body shop here on site that we do body repair work for insurance companies and customers. And those are my responsibilities, to oversee all three of those departments, and I do have department managers in my parts department and my body shop. A little bit of background on myself. Always been involved in the automotive industry. My dad and I, obviously at a very young age, got interested in it. I started out originally when I was about 15 years old. I worked for a company called Cragen Auto Supply. You probably heard of it. I actually worked for a gentleman named Al Cragen, the founder of Cragen Auto Supply. Started there at a young age. I then, right out of high school, I went to work for a Ford dealership. I worked there for 20 years in a lot of different capacities, starting out in parts. I worked in the service department as a service advisor. I also started a business. I was a warranty administrator, so I handled warranties for that dealership and several dealerships. I then got an opportunity to be a service manager at a different dealership, and then I became a service director at this dealership. So that's the transition of how it happened. I've had an opportunity to do virtually all the different aspects of the different departments that I manage. And as far as education, I've got a college degree. I actually started my career and I went back and finished college. It's a great prerequisite as far as the education side of it. Mine is more of the knowledge of the business that I'm involved with, which I've had great opportunity in several years of background in all of the different areas that I manage. Probably my favorite part of the job is the people that I'm around and the people that I manage, and the personalities, the challenges of day to day, both the customer side of it and the employee side of it. Almost I always kind of relate it to the sports and being involved with a team, trying to put together a group of people, whether it be the quarterbacks, the receivers, the defense, the offense. So I really work hard at trying to get some of the best people I can. We've had at the dealership here, and with my background, I have a great opportunity to have some really great people work for me. So putting that team together and then being successful, obviously this is a money-driven business. The ownership wants you to be profitable. So everything I do is catered towards being successful and getting the right group of people together. Personalities, you can obviously have clashes and so forth. So again, that challenge of putting together the people to get along with each other, be happy at their jobs, and then getting all the work done. But the whole idea, and I always share this with anyone that's interested in any industry that they want to get into, really, really important to do something that you enjoy doing. As you grow older, and you'll notice that getting up every morning and going to work, it's a little bit of a pain. I mean, we all have to do it. So it's really, really important. I try to coach this with anyone that's interested in whatever they are, to try to cater towards or aim towards that type of a career. That way, even though there's going to be the rough parts and the ups and downs, you're still going to get up every morning doing something that you enjoy to do. Typically, we start out in the morning. I get here early. I'm here somewhere around 7 o'clock in the morning, sometimes earlier. Start off with real simplistic administrative things like time cards. Even though I'm here till late in the day, I'll look at the time cards, get those over to our payroll department, review any voicemails that I have, or any emergency situations or customer issues or anything like that first thing in the morning. We open our service department at 7:30, so really we get to rocking and rolling, if you will, about 7:30. And between 7:30, 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning is typically the real peak hours of business, and that's when the customers come in. I'm very accessible, available in getting that administrative side and getting things rolling. We have, again, a great staff and a very well organized department. Everyone knows what they're supposed to do, if you will. But I'm always available to anyone that needs question, what are we going to do? Moment to moment, day to day. There'll be questions about how are we going to handle a particular situation. A customer comes in, they think it's warranty, it's not warranty, or I need to inspect a car to see what we're going to do, how we're going to repair it. In many cases, I'll have to call the manufacturer to make decisions on how we're going to handle a particular situation. I go to my other departments. I have department managers. I'll ask my parts department, as an example, how's it going today? How does it look? How does our wholesale look? And wholesale is the parts that we send out to other businesses, body shops, repair shops, and so forth. So I kind of get an idea of how the day is going to progress, how successful the department looks for that day, how the month is progressing, and so forth. Same thing with over at our body shop. I'll go in, I kind of get an idea of the workflow, how we looking on work. A lot of times, particularly early in the morning, you'll have staffing issues that you're going to have to make pretty quick decisions on how you're going to handle a staffing. And the staffing may be a service advisor, maybe technicians, maybe something as simple as a cashier, or who's going to answer the phone for that day. And those are things where there's some multitasking involved, where you may have more than one person handling a particular job. So again, we have a great staff of people, and people that are trained in a lot of different areas. So typically that's how the day starts out, and pretty much how the day progresses throughout the day. There's moment-to-moment decisions on how we're going to handle certain situations. So again, I guess I'll go back to saying that's another interesting part of the job. Even though you do the same thing, I'll say, every day, it's never the same. There's always a challenge, and certainly never boring in this industry.